Eye n'Ensoko TV oboroso bw'umugusi.
Isato chiabutokire chia bondo botuko mwanchomo rigerera nigora se chinga kia semese Amayia kurwa Ensoko Chinsa Isato asobotuko bwiga bwe 22 motinyokano mwaka bwe chiribu bere 25 ne monche nkoro kwa Clinton ndigi karansa bono ikyo sange kurbondo wika omweria ali bariki baitu ba mangana basangireri kurwa se mambiari ngentambe kone kyanto chuko manya sencherere ngia asiri bagari timingi megonkwanya kurwa se studio akabere kuchya kone kamera gine chibichango gochirara sencherere ngia to sabiro karansa ikyo sange nyora bwo na boko to bwatia wetera se mitandao itekerero una Ensoko TV asense ya Facebook na YouTube usase mitandao ya ndebuna Clinton ndigi tutaranyora sencherere bwo ikirano ayigane gatia to kwariga ndrite botkubalera
serikali kufanya kazi, kufanyia wananchi nini kazi. Kwa hivyo nenda wafanyie kazi jinsi ambavyo ungetaka mwenyewe ufanyiwe.
Ebiragitahe bibya gorone county ya Kisii gochakemere mu boikirano ase Chinsemo au hasa barundi abasabiro ko bamaisa asobokorera iwabo.
UDA party is scheduled to conduct repeat phase 2 grassroots elections tomorrow, Thursday, 26 April 2026.
Ekiama kia UDA kiariganire gukora bochoria sentunde ya kabere Chinsemo cha mashinani ase county 15 na Isato ankyo.
Whether it is in taps, whether the water is coming to taps or into a well, they'll come from where it is contaminated.
Naboigohe wizara bocheno yabwerero gwateka kwa maroire au kubwatekana ne ubi yue gutugutwa ase nchirerembe hanemo na seme chemenene aiga sensi ya Kenya.
Karibu sana mwanchomo rigeria wana tosanga senchero bwikirano robotero kubwatia mwaziri bobochenu ase serikali ya Kenya kwanza Aden niko aire nchira bokoreri bwe sector bochenu ase county ya Nyamira utaikiranetie koraneria ribori ryo musana bwe county yo Kongo Mogeni oyo hotagete komanya igoro yemerobiri wizara bochenu begete asoko ene kyango ikiranire hobwikirania hobubwenia hoboroire bwa kansa na boigo homorobiri osha oyo korengana nere obwate obotutokano Duale nigatebire county ya Nyamira nigo bono ebwate bitange binge ebyagerere nsemo ya sector yo bochenu ase county yo korananse.
Of my own county of Nyamira, we don't have MRI machines. We don't have facilities that can allow patients to go through intestinal cancer screening. I think what they call endoscopy. If you go to a private hospital like Nairobi, I think they charge about 37,500 just for the facilities alone. The doctor will charge another 55,000 shillings. Yet at the counties, Mr. Speaker, I don't know about your county of Meru, but most of our counties don't have these facilities. In fact, in Nyamira, we don't have an oncologist.
Omogeni. Senator, I want you to listen to me. I didn't want to say this, but I have to say, healthcare in Nyamira has collapsed. And it has collapsed because of your governor. I want to be very honest with you. There are about 3 counties where healthcare is collapsed. Let me give you a very good example. All the things you have said, all the equipment you have said are provided for under the National Equipment Support Program. I was in Bungoma, his counterpart. There is a radiology, there is a mammograph, there is dialysis machine, there is even a CT scan we have launched, all under this program. And he's not putting a coin. The national government is not putting a coin. It is fee for service. Every patient who uses it is paid for by SHA. Your governor and Nyamira, he has signed for the next program, but he's unable to make a request. He's unable to make a request, and I cannot force him. So if you make a request today, by next week, me and you will go and launch CT scan, we'll go and launch all these equipments. But I can tell, and it's good, I think I need to be very honest to Kenya and to the residents of Nyamira, that I think it is morally wrong, it is religiously wrong for you to be a leader and to be a governor of Nyamira, and you allow the most critical sector to collapse.
Tukoskabosio mujumbe wensemo ya bunge ya West Mugirango Mheshimiwa Steve Mogaka niko bona sabira serikali esire chisemia se chiskuru chububundi ensemo mashinani elikone kyaboroke wangosoma barase ensemo ere engia wego ni garuro kubole uchase wizara chisemi ene keko bagorera boroke we uniform eliko keye gurube ase abaibori muske Steve ni garinge ko yakwana igasa magacho amanene ye bunge wasorero.
Indeed, we can't say it more that uniform is becoming a barrier to education in this country. And Mr. Speaker, now that the Ministry of Education is even in charge of TVETs, where uniforms can be manufactured easily, can't we have a policy decision as a house and decide that the ministry shall supply all learners with uniform? I don't mind us creating a budget line for those TVETs to provide that kind of solution. And further, Mr. Speaker, why can't we have a policy that we define the uniform to be worn per grade, so that whenever a learner goes to grade 8 in the entire Republic, we know that there is a standard uniform, and by looking at the child, you know that child is of grade 8, is of grade 10, is of Form 4. That will go a long way to ensure that there is order and also cost effectiveness. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Tukoskabosio mwancho murigeria ritukeri morioka maiga yo commissioner kuru ase kiombekerige tendo tobo chori ne chimbebe kia IEBC Francis Aduor gukora higikaro nabo bisabe kiombekyo kuru ase county ya Kisii nabo bwatani au igoro emiroberio yokoenekia kubarikia ekura abananchi au umuroberio yogendreta sense ya Kenya akoenekia buna ebunge ya Nyaribari chache nero entangani hase horosagia busase nsemega ya Kisii asokoenekia kurikia bakichikura ase birengo bya 114 igoro yemia nigo bono hegatia barikuru ase bunge yo bagokere getambo kerekyo bakoragwa na Joel Okengo Nyambane uyukoriye kergo kyobo jumbe meye bunge yo igatebire bune getambo kerekyo nigo kerekye ngencho mono ekyo abananchi be bunge bagendrete kwimukia akwerikia ko baba kichikura chingaki baboririe bayagendete kwiroberia bosyo bachori bonene humaka bwikirubere 2022 nigo bono hasegeta abananchi bande abo batarerikia kugendra bwesokia sobonge akwerikia kwa abakichukura samatuko alebusio ataraera
oyo no Kengo Nyambane oyurendo ochikoborie kerogo kyobo ubunge bwa Nyaribari chache kwira ribageri gwakera abanyaribari mbuyamono asogo esoki ase nambe nene kubwata chikura ekyo nakigo twa omoyo nga abanyaribari mbare tayari korete change Nyaribari chache nane mbare tayari wo participate in their democratic rights. Igo una Okengo Nyambane nko bakirambu yamono asogo chesio bonge. We actually surpassed percentage chiri IBC ya expected ikonyora. Igorende mbuyamono nande ndochenga ntogenderete kubwata chikura asenchera yokugani torete amabadiliko Nyaribari yeito ya chache. It is really encouraging. Nande nabo toganeti mogendere igo tubwata sobonge bari batara oye bibande bagende barete ebibande koruchi sistema wao siri babwaterete ebibande erinde togendere ko make registration totangane kabisa una Nyaribari chache toboroki as an example ng'abantu nabo bakubwata chikura nande nabebwene tebabwata chikura igo mbuyamono nande gendera no moyo yu ori otabwate ti kura tigabwate ori otabwate kebande tigabwate ori kebande kere kiasokera kindarachi go kioi nera enda oye kebande igorende mbuyamono nyasaba sesenia Abanyaribari baito bachacha.
Togosikabosio mwancho morigereria ekero amariganio agendrete y'omuroberio oikomi nemo bokobekero eguto kwaborko gwetane chiribuinye abo bagosomera obomanyi bw'emitandao yekerero gwetera ase omuroberio bwa ajiri oyo orache gokorekana rituko ria ijuma eikeiga emegeti kia Gusii Stadium nigo bono omuroberio oariganigo n'omogabana bwa ekaunti ya Simbarati nigo mwarimu monene bwa maigeria ayo Ishmael Nyakoni ariganire abananchi ase omuroberio oyo ase atebire nigo bono okonyera abasaya bange korwa ase obotumiki bwa mariogo yogotindia nabo igo chimbwa chimbe
asa marieta nkoro kwa Ishmael Nyakoni ndiye manager ya ajiri ase county ito ya Kisii ituko ria rero no kwaregani abanafunzi baitu bali basomira mwana kuru phase 24 25 26 27 28 up to 29 nganto bwate graduation irabo on Friday 25th ase stadium ito ya Gusii to wakero mugabana ito ngambia mona asenje support yabasaye abatali kwenyala banyale ko bagotara esafari ya ito yogosomia mangana digital literacy mangana mental health mangana financial literacy amangana personal branding and marketing amangana career choices tuabere togosoma mana barabuku last year. This will be our 11th graduation kisituwa chagete woi gonto kole anniversary oso kwego ki kugo chaka program ya account ito ya Kisii aseli ya gatatu woi gonto tuwale chiwodi chinde chigo cha sengenje sherehe kuna mwanyerero ntubwata abanafunzi basomete ntubwata kuri chitago borabu woi gonto bwata njoro bagocha gosanga sengencho ya graduation ye goto ko balega ne bonsi woi gona bagocha mana baibuli baba mana basani linde gocha goshiriki nomoganito mwaneno rache kogerez this occasion no yomento His Excellency the Governor Paul Simba Arati e program eto yabeire bono togosomia amangana a career choice amangana financial literacy twabere togosomi boigo abasaya bakwemanya nanga kiende elinde batigana na marioga mabeyo gotindi. This program twabere togo champion umosaya kumanya na kumanya value ya yase society togwaka mbuya mona ase yabasaya bali basoke ntubwate organization togo partner monero ekuruku daraja mbili vision volunteers ekosomia mangana female genital mutilation na mangana gender based violence boigo babere bakwegeria abasaya ba enchire ya moyo gyancha boigo kwegeria abana abanyaruka na kibara bakwelenda amangana early pregnancies wose okonyora kwa abana mapema elinde betange wose bakora umuroberio muya ukwelenda banyora chinda asinga kitagwenere ekenda atebe nkelinga abasaya nabange bali sikoga maybe batranyora information ye the program nigele free asikeromonto registration igagenda actually on Monday ngocha katole a new phase ila phase start etoko welcome onde bwensi utranyora libageli acha register ase center ite ya Gusii Stadium waigo bali bakuru South Magrango registration echa kase youth office ilegali Nyamarambe ase bali bakuru machoge ntutwale registration ila abo bisio mu MCA igonde bwensi uli interested na bagocha elinde acha konyora megerio akoira engakia umutinyo yomo ne chiwiki Isato.
Toskabosio ensemo ya bagaka korwa se bunge ya Nyaribari chache niko bono besokirie na kugikiria huburai burabisi aso kombia chingenjo chia bikiraroro chuburai bagokwana nabarikia mangana ime mu chobosongo emarogo bayarero niko bona bagaka abo batebire niko bagosira oyo mwabo korwa ensemo ya bunge yo eri kobara koirania chingenjo echo bagotaba chiare ngaroro chinga kecho bono niko barireira yo gocha komosira umurwandria buburai bwense gwetera sekia magia Jubilee Dr. Fred Matiang'i eri bachikubwatira na 40 amaunchuria asoborai wabona
igonde omunyaribari naende namenyire nyaribari korwa engakiyo abakoroni barenga twarigererio amagambi awa twarjo obugambi bwo omusongo tugacha obugambi bwa Kenyatta kero uru yachete igo tukarora ng'akia amagambi are ase emiaka yonsi pi ari barigo yarenge endonge sana bono ase ngakiye ntumanyeti ase toteneine burunge ekiagera chikomiti chia karo siguna abagambi bari barengo bakoro tichiyo ebintu byare gokorekana twaekorwa na amaiso tibiyo bono lero kwamba koronga ntumanyeti abagambi bari barenga oreta chi committee kyabo barangirikere kenyoro bamenya gotebia kegenderete na muna a democratic state ose rule ere Kenya twezi pi otwenza kwenda bunge lakini twamanya konyora nga room teiyo era to accommodate twezi pi Kenya ngima to nyara kujikorosia majiko yagera twasoma twarente representative yemo egotenina amangana ito obokongo ito twamwagira chikuro ogenda ogwenete koira ambiriro bya Italia hande byanyorire bigeni otoretera lakini goikira bono iga komiti teiyo yento kende nkeyo igotore tukirete igo bintu binde mbio bikorekana bigenderete
unandeiga twarabera sekenye yeito kubwa mono buna nyari bari yeito litanganio yarenge engima nyari bari chache na masabo cyarenge constituency yamo lakini jigatananu ekaro jigatananu igono jinga magenderero na chagete buya kuikabona situikire tuikira situji gwake sawa tokorere kagenderero buya sachinde yachakira koragana igotoko binte binge gotokongaine
nari bari yare kare gotebunga tumira nenya guta tumira nenya taro tumira nenya nderema tosionga chere netingende that's in a progress to ato moborie oyoro wana the patient atebe committee abwate nererie atebe magendera akore nyari bari chaje na ria chipara mwe gwako tebe para kuruke umu ochekie ndege abune ko ise yae ebende nere nyari bari yare koegwa yatenenigwa ya serikali ngai yachiete ya sirita sengenjo twachora toyotamanye tinga yarengo ause yarengo bono tunakita twatebanga omwana nyari bari atuko okobwati ibintu bitu byonse pipya manyuna kinyari bari yarengo rukare taibo ekende ngelinga ki intu nyari bari chache amagaka yale gonje n'umundo 40 people nkoro ri yarenge yanya chae intu twarengo twabwata abachumbe kianda ko nyari bari kusikisi kabatali obono bose twanyolire esabari ye bono omonyari bari kurugute intu etose matiangi nyuma ya matiangi twensi pi bakanyone tuko yito no ere nyuma ya matiangi
neka tokori iria seo borai gwitwanya ni bari gusubwa gusinto bwateri eto ya Fred Matiangi na intu buno munyari bari chache tware ndo tugumega tutagata tuchoro morayi to gutire echama ya chupiri nare twarigereri tutata chore omorayi omuhano ita mu byaro ita manyinga ito ato represent buno munyari bari chache asekia makia chupiri tutagita monto bwataka mo aguchiari nanda ke tochokonya koranga ki ya monto tochore tatari monto ito manyinga ito igobona sabantu bari baitu motataka
Toska basio mwancho morigereria mwaziri hotendere chipara imeye kaunti ya Kisii Timotarege na boigo mo chief officer se wizara eyo Albert Makia nigo bara umuroberio buko bwatoke biragita ebyo birache byagurone serikali ya kaunti ya Kisii gochase chiwadi au herigo chego cha kemiroberio yabo boikirano okwanekerekyo nigo bono babodiria barundi ko bamaiso na boigo gokora emirimo emeikirano asege kurokia rure gochase bari barache kubwatiraniwa nebikore birima minchaneri chiko ase barache kwemokerigo getambokero getindikeri chiko
za tujue kwamba you are among the very few who were selected kuja kufanya hii kazi, na kazi ni ngumu kupata. Linda kazi yako, linda kazi yako, usalama wako na vyombo ambavyo umepewa kufanyia kazi, ambayo inaweza kuwa ni tractor, inaweza kuwa ni dozer, inaweza kuwa ni nini. Ilinde, hiyo ndio afisi yako. Ilinde vizuri, iweke safi na uitunze. Mnakwenda kufanyia watu wenu kazi. Ina maana kwamba sasa mnawakilisha serikali kufanya kazi, kufanyia wananchi nini? Kazi. Kwa hivyo nenda mwafanyie kazi jinsi ambavyo ungetaka mwenyewe ufanyiwe.
Leo tunaanza kazi officially ya kupeleka mashine mpya kufanya barabara zetu kuanzia Bobasi sub county na Umachoge Barafu. Vile mmejua hizo mashine tulizi launch like a month ago. Tuka-agree lazima tufanye some logistics, tuhakikishe kila kitu iko sawa, tujipange as a team ndio tuingie. So leo tunaingia na hii team yote mmeangalia hapa, county engineers na nyinyi operators, tuanze kufanya kazi rasmi ili wananchi wetu wasikie uzuri ama waonje uzuri wa hizi vyombo tulivyonunua. Vile tuliagree na nyinyi, tulikubaliana na nyinyi. Mkienda kwa kuanza kazi leo, kwanza lazima muhakikishe usalama wenu uko sawa. Make sure that these equipments, because these machines lazima mzioperate vizuri, msiumie, msikuwe na injuries. Pili, kutakuwa na msisimko huko mali tunaenda. Wananchi watakuwa wanakimbia, especially saa hizi shule zimefungwa. Mtaona watoto wadogo wakikimbia kwa hizi machines. Lazima make sure usalama wao uko sawa.
Nataka kuweka wazi, wizi wa mafuta hatutakubali. Tutakuwa tuna monitor. Ukifungua tanki tu tunaona kutoka ofisini kwamba umefungua tanki. Na itabidi tueleze kwa nini ulikuwa unaifungua. So we'll be very very particular na mambo ya mafuta, kwa sababu hatutaki kuharibu mafuta. Sababu hiyo ina maana kwamba tutashindwa kutengeneza barabara.
Richard Atambo kurwase county Enyamira nigo ritukoria rero haebuireire epigipigi enyia kurwase company ya Chimbusoro n'ebintu biri bigoikirania oboremi ya Bio East Africa mega ye company yigo chakia mamirania yiga mutinyo kabiro mwako yiga okwana nabarikia mangana ime muchobo songo mega yoko ewe epigipigi eyo nigo bona Atambo agokeire getambo kirekyo na goteba epigipigi nigera cheko mokonya soko gendria oboremi bwae nabo igo basombi abarimi boigo nigo bono bagendreire gosemigwa igoro yo gosimeka Chimbusoro chibwendrete erigo chigokoro mochando bwenchara imerongoro agusi unagotuma nyumori kitope tuel machine
magega ye kampani ya Bio East Africa gochakyo muroberio bwokogora Chimbusoro chogosimeka erigo koro mochando bwe Chimbusoro chitekraneti mambirania chagite mutinyo kabiro mwako yiga asara ikomwe ryo omwere bumutinyo yiga nigolitsikire rero omubuyi we pigipigi Richard Atambo kure county ya Nyamira airwe pigipigi yae.
Tuko hapa kwa sababu ya Richard alinunua mbegu katika duka la Josemo Agrovet hapa Kisii, akachukua pakiti ile ya decal, akascratch ile code ya Kefis, akatuma ile code kwa nambari ya 1393 yani 1393, then akapata kuwa mshindi. Yeye ndio ametuleta hapa, ndio maana tuko hapa.
Kuringana na Atambo nigaire buna nigagorete Chimbusoro ya DK agasimeka na kubwata machiko na marago oikera kabo mubuyi we pigipigi yo egwaritukoria rero
asiritukoria rero na bero no mogoko ekiagera na nyorire sawadi groupe ya Africa wetera kugura Chimbusoro yabo ya Bikera BK 833 na 831 Chimbusoro ye ekero ya ikenga kieli simeka igona agende tugebunga Chosmo ya mwabo Chosemo tukagora kuruororo kero na ikanyomba kanyora matangazo nale babegete TV agoteba nga wesa scratch otomego ye code ya Kevis kuchia se namba ya 1393 na bora abaseko nyole sawati bono litukulia moisonde na keretwe simu ngatebigwa rero tarehe 22 uko gwande bigiyane igolero na chaga ko bigiyane na ndene kene na irwe na arore biya mono
niga Atambo agokire asokoibwera epigipigi asatebire na nigera chikomokonya sobo sombiane na mono wa mugondo.
Pikipiki hii nimepata, naona imerahisisha mambo yangu ya kutransport mbolea kwenda shambani. Wakati wa kufuna naweza kutumia hiyo pikipiki kufuna. Pia naweza peleka wafanyikazi wangu shambani na hiyo pikipiki wafanye kazi haraka wakati wanahitajika.
Namnenchiremo yogo koro mochando bwenchara niga bari mbaze getu gosimeka Chimbusoro chiria chikaranete Elio kwenye rige sarire igoro.
Nimekuwa nikipanda, inanifanyia vizuri. Kiangazi kikuja, sioni matatizo. Masao yake pia mzuri. Pia mbegu masao yake iko na usito mzuri. So naona ni mzuri. Tukisoea hiyo mbegu, tutafuna vizuri na pia tutapunguza njaa katika nchi yetu.
Napata kuwa Sasa tunauza mbegu, ukinunua mbegu ambayo iko mbegu yote kutoka kwa duka unapata kuwa una scratch, ujue kuwa umenunua kitu genuine. Na tunajua kuwa ukinunua kitu ambayo si genuine haiwezi ikakuzalishia vizuri, maana haina zile characteristics zenye zimeundiwa hiyo mbegu yenye inafaa kuwa genuine. So hii kampeni imesaidia sana wakulima, maana wakulima hawezi pata kuchukua mbegu ambayo ni gushi.
Asabiga barimi basemiwe kugendera kwendeka ingogora bare chimusoro kiri chikiranete birengo na kubwata machiko namarago eriko baba buiboigo.
Counterfeits siku hizi tunagundua kuwa wakulima wengi wananunua mbegu ambazo haziko halali. Unapata mbegu imeundwa pale vijijini, then we unaletewa pale dukani, then unanunua ukidhani umenunua mbegu ya ambayo ni genuine, kumbe umenunua mbegu ambayo si genuine. So ndio maana tumekuja na hii program ambayo una scratch. Ukiscratch pale KEFIS, ile kodi ya KEFIS ambayo iko kwa packet, unapata kuwa message mbili, ambazo message moja unapata kuwa inakuambia kuwa umenunua kitu ambayo ni genuine, na message ya pili unapata kuwa umeingia kwa draw ya kushinda pickup na zawadi zinginezo.
Kuripoteria Ensoko TV kurase kaunti ya Kisii, Chepethuel Machin.
Ikiama kia UDA niko bono kegochia koene kia hobochori entunde ya kabere hobochori enseme ya mashinani ya sechi county komene sano na Isato abo ankyo ase county ya Kisii na Migori chirega techi county echo okwana kurwa samaga chamane ikiama kega somo cho Nairobi na baraibe ikiama ekyo bakorogono munyakerogo Cecil Mbarire niko bono boigo baire chinga kichabo gukwandra engusana ne yega ndrete koene kyo hegati ikiama kia ODM na UDA kubwatikana nomoroberi opo kubeka abarwandire bebirgo au Chinsa mochiri chitabwendrete.
Orengana no munyakirogo bwe kiama kia UDA omusubati Cecil Mbarire nigatebire obochori obu bwa mashinani boguche gokorekana abo ankyo nigo boguchia gochaka Chinsa ibere chamambia weika Chinsa 11 cha magoroba ase ebitu au bechi county 15 na Isato.
The election will take place in the following 18 counties: Kisii, Siaya, Migori, Bungoma, Makueni, Kisumu, Machakos, Kitui, Isiolo, Marsabit, Taita Taveta, Lamu, Tana River, Kilifi, Kwale, Mombasa, and Turkana, while Kajiado County will conduct elections on Saturday the 25th of April 2026. Registration: over 450,000 candidates have registered to contest for various 20 positions at the polling centers, ranging from representatives of women, youth, special interest groups, farmers, religious representatives, professionals and MSMEs or traders.
Barire nigo atebire nigo baguchia gutumia emitambo yekerero ase aenekeiri ababwatani be kiama kia UDA buna tayari nigo emitambe yu yaikire ase chinsemo obochori boguchia gokorekana ase omurikyo monene bwe kiama ekyo Hassan Omar nera tebire kiama kia UDA nigo kegendete koira emeri imeyense.
As with previous elections, we will deploy end-to-end technology to manage the process, with 9,500 electronic voting tablets already at each polling center as we speak, and the results will be available on a public portal on the UDA website www.uda.ke. The voting will commence at 8 a.m. and close at 5 p.m. In case there are any changes to that timelines, it will be on a case-by-case basis using the structures that are already deployed for the said exercise. The outcome of the exercises will be expected to produce 240 elected grassroots officials with a direct mandate from the people.
The party will have onboarded, and other the repeats that will follow, the party will have onboarded 580,000 grassroots leaders across the country. The party continues to pursue its strategy of strengthening the parties in all parts of the country. It is part of the democratic processes of party building to build an institution. The institution then produces for us leaders. Leaders then will have the ideas and the wherewithal to ensure that they progress the party ideals and the party manifesto.
arenayo abaraya bo batebire ekiama kia UDA goika gechigutenenia omorwaniriri ase kerogo ky'obubunge ensemo ya Olkalau aseboigo bakwanire okungsana na kogendrete kwene kigwa egati yekiama kia UDA amona keri kia ODM asebatebire abarai nigo bagendete gokora chinkwana erikwene kia obokong'obu nkwera bore.
We had a meeting with the Deputy Party Leader, His Excellency, the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, and 10 candidates for the Olkalau seat. And we wish to report that already 10 candidates have shown interest to run for that seat on a UDA ticket. We had a meeting this morning, and we have agreed about ensuring that there will be free and fair party nominations or party primaries at a date to be announced later. But we wish to report that the UDA party will be sponsoring a candidate for the MP for Kalau constituency in Nyandarua County. That there are discussions that will be taking place in due course to look at some of those issues. Of course, in any coalition, there's always pre-election agreements that must be reached out, and there is definitely agreement on how the partnership will go all the way to the general election. Now, that is a matter that has not yet been properly prosecuted before the party structures on both sides. And so in the coming days, you're going to see that this conversation is going to take shape, and there'll be a lot of cross-party.
Korpoteria en Soko TV, erietariane Linet Nyambane.
Ikiama ya Jubilee niko bono kegocha gotenania murwandiriri bobo jumbe sensemo Olkalau aya igamagega hiyo kabiro mujumbe bwenseme yugo sirobo gimabwaye asa matuka makego aetire kwanika igano murikyo mone bw'ikyamekyo muitalelo lekenta asa atebire nyagosira ni garingo mujumbe bw'ikyama ya Jubilee aigonere buya ekerogekyo koirana ase ekyamekyo bunagotomanyo murikito Linet Osoro.
Party will field a candidate in the upcoming Olkalau by-election in line with the fact that position was previously held by a member of the Jubilee Party. The party further assures its members and the entire people of Olkalau constituency of free, fair and transparent nominations that reflect democratic values and the will of the people of Olkalau. In the spirit of building a credible, united and formidable alternative government, and in response to the growing call by Kenyans for position unity, the Jubilee Party respectfully urges our coalition partners to support the fielding of a single opposition candidate under the Jubilee Party banner in the upcoming by-election.
Okwana kurasa magata manaye kiama ya Jubilee imeyo mocho Nairobi no morikyo monewe kiamekyo moitalel olekenta waigo omunyakerogo we kiamekyo Vincent Kemosi asebaruro korwago cha sense mere yo kwameria serikali osire kiama ya Jubilee asobo chorio boboke wa Olkalau
na kuorokyo bosani obuya korunyuma na intu twasirire ebirogo binde mbere south intwasirete omo candidate orengorro we chama ya DP na echama tego chikobeka candidate ende onse asense moya imuru andikri na intuto iwananire ase chipati chicheto cha United Opposition odio ndora teneni gose pati ende onse ra teneni candidate korwororo ntomosire ase birogo biria igorero twacha ukwanera nene ase amangana ye kirogo kyori karau na kuboria chipati chichinde chinyare gutosireri indegere tunyare koirekeroge
tinga kiechecho kemosioruro kobore gotia saba Kenya gotumia tinga kiechi chitigarete kobwata chikura asobomo na liarate gosiro moskema tiangi aseganga yayo korigekerogo kyoborai bwense asobo chori bore bosio
egiakabere abantu bamintasa motegerete na ende intagete ko baboria une chama ya Jubilee na intunto bwate enia yokobeka presidential candidate yaso mwakonde na intunto bwate no kwegena buna chipati chichinde cha United Opposition njije chitobwatisi erindegere tunyare gusiro moskoito Fredo Kengo Matiangi anyare kobe presidential candidate ya United Opposition nare kuboria abantu baminto banyare koirari bageri ritigarete erindegere basoke beri kasi chinamba chire chinyinge na rie kero togocha kurigia ekero geke mambiende goso mwaka onde kero togocha kurigia ekero geke tunyare konyo antu bwate chinamba chitu tokora ansera erindegere na intu tosoke tochikoboria abasani bande erindegere batusira sekero geke morocha sero chibono iga eserikali erororo yomuske William Ruto enseye ya mosinyire kogamba ase wiki eria ekeraringe gusi mwamorora abantu baminto buna eta gweta na chi promise chons pia rwete ekero korigereria ase chibesa chiri chiabege tu chiatebe tu chigocha gocha ekero korigereria budget yo mwako yeyi yaerire besende teyebe kiroro no ne shiringi
nonya nabo ke musini gobo iga mochio murai wense asokurwa chira cyo borimo ocha segesa kukyomo gusi asamorekera egetange kereri boiga university ya Nyamira
angaine taba Kenya nkeringa ngwansa aringe university ya Nyamira lakini ta university ya Nyamira yari wansa egento kiare wanswa ne university college ya Kisii University Nyamira campus a branch ya Kisii University nero yari gocha kwagachwa asakuru kukyabonyoru ne branch yari kwagachwa tebwati chibesa ekero twababoria moisonde ekero murai bwensa rurororo ntwababoretie kyagera omweshimiwa okoro ku Clive Gisairo igawe ikaranse committee ya education ya parliament ekero twakora nero kugamba igatotebinga Ministry of Education tebegeti eshiringi noene yemo yokwagacha university ose yokwagacha constituent college ya Kisii University kyabonyoru ekero twababoria ibatotebinga a budget eyi yabekwa ase a Ministry of Defense abantu baminto mobabariri buna murabe Kenya indi Ministry of Defense yaansa kwagacha chi university Kenya igo gontage tuko bate abantu baminto okungainu korororo engakieye abagusi baeteire egetange kiereri ekere plan yakoretwe design yakoretwe egetange kiereri nkeyo na inche gontage tuko tebyo mo president yoito onya ekera achire o make promises chira ikirane up to this time buna tokwana iga redesigning tera korwa erindegere kworoking egetange kiereru ngwetakere gusi
Ensoko TV erietariane Linet Kemunto
Morikyo manene ase ewizara y'obachano meri muthoni orurege kuro hegetindi na bego kobwera kogwatika kwa moroire ase chinga kechiga embere nyinga gandate kwanekiwa ase gikaro nababwatani b'obachano me mocho Nairobi ni garuro kobore gocha 7 kwanekyo obachano ase bamenyete nabego kurusia chiubi na gwitanga kuraso gotuguta chiubi cha ase chinsemo au igobone wizara iyo yachakire campaign kurukwa epuka uchafu hedigo cha kwanekyo obachano ase chipara obamenyo bw'abantu nabego ase emechemane na sensi ya Kenya muri kidid na mora agotumanya ase inchero y'oboikirano
ekerembura egenderete gutwa nerire gonchuka asubuke ndo bonene bondete kwenekiwa ase chinsemo chinyinge imeyense ya Kenya ewizara y'obochenu nigo yakureire ugwateka gwechindwari ao ukwana se mambe ya lero ase gikaro na ababwatani b'obochenu ime ya Nairobi umurikyo monene ase wizara y'obochenu Meri Muthoni okureire obochabu obubaichoire mono ase meche emenene.
We are in the middle of March, April, May rains. When the rain falls and the feces are swept off, they will come to our mainstream, the source of our waters, whether it is in taps, whether the water is coming to taps or into a well, they'll come from where it is contaminated most. And that is where we are very, very keen right now about sanitation and water.
Boigotebire ense ya Kenya nigekurusia obuchabu chitani chiribu 22 kerarituko kurende 10 yemia y'obuchabu obwo nabwo bokobekwa buya egikoirera obokongu asokorenda obochenu.
To address the urgent issue of sanitation and waste crisis, Kenya today is currently facing a dual crisis. 22,000 tons of unmanaged waste are generated on a daily basis, with only 10% adequately managed. So this is leading to a rising threat of wash-related diseases like cholera, mpox, and other diseases.
Okuleira bakenya balia bale nembwa yokuruta chichuba chechi plastic kandonsi echiatebire chikoirero goticha kwemetaro ya mache na koirera mache gotenena na kolenta amarwaire.
Environmental health, even when you are coming to work today, were you happy with what you saw? So why can't we have companies even owning a street and ensuring that that street is clean on a monthly basis, on a daily basis? That's what we are dealing with. That coming up with one day in a month, the third Saturday of every month, to ensure every Kenyan comes out and cleans their street, cleans their offices, cleans their village, drains the water in the spaces that they are in, and also teaches the members of public on the behavioral change. Don't go dropping plastic bottles, and then when Nairobi floods, you want to blame everybody.
Wono uburire serikali n'ekisekta cy'abantu nyene kubwaterana ase kampeni iyo barukire epuka uchafu iyo yachakiwe ne wizara iyo asoko ene kyobo chenu nonye na sabantu bamenyete.
The Epuka Uchafu Afya Nyumbani campaign definitely clears this. We are dealing with personal hygiene, issues of even washing of hands, as simple as that. And the ministry has used this platform to ensure that we bring to the fore and seek support from other agencies, from the private sector, from civil society, because this issue of waste management, issues of wash-related diseases, it is not a one-man show. It is a collective responsibility for the government and equally the private sector, the civil society, so that we can ensure that there are no diseases or ailments that are getting our people at the bottom of the pyramid.
Kuripoteria ETV Ensoko ireta Nedinamura.
Mwanchomo tigereria narayo kuru asema ye kuru Ensoko Chinsa Isato nugusaba kwaninga gwesemire na kwemanyari aenekiwe ase ritukeriga nchenkuru kwa Clinton Digi, Brana Chaka, Felicitas Kabendi na Barnabas Ondari na butwa bwatra na kwenekia amarugine chibichangu chara senchirengi atwara wotkobya nyasaye kawanchanande tobera na sembe.
Eye Ensoko TV.